Collective, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I love all of your comments. Your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Please keep them coming. Let's see what the energies are for the collective. What do they need to know? What is it? Okay. So collective, there's been a shift. A big, crazy, dramatic shift. Okay, someone refuses. So it looks like a practitioner that's refusing to do any more work for someone. Someone keeps complaining. Somebody keeps calling them up and harassing them. I thought you said, I just saw collective, they're smiling. I just saw collective, they're wealthy. I just saw collective, their life is good. I just saw collective, they're still breathing. I just saw. So for peace of mind, somebody is not going to do any more work for whoever this psycho is. They're refusing service. They're like, whoa, this person's just too, like, this practitioner has tried to get this person to like think about other things. Like, hey, why don't you go for a walk in the park? Or hey, why don't you maybe go back to school? Or hey, why don't you try to date? Or hey, why don't you focus on your spouse? Or hey, what about your kids? Maybe you should focus on your children. This person won't. They won't. They're also whining, saying, I gave you all this money and collective still breathing. I gave you all this money. Okay, now I want to make something very, very clear. This reading is not for everybody. So there are definitely practitioners who are willing to harm you, no matter how crazy the client is, right? Anything for $1, right? So, so just to clarify that. But this story that I'm talking about, this is someone refusing service. Maybe this is several practitioners that are refusing service to this person. What I'm also getting to is it could be a situation where somebody maybe hired a private investigator and they claimed it was for one reason, but the private investigator sees that this person is nutso, completely off their rocker, and they're wondering if they should call the police department and report this person. But all they know is they don't want to do any more business because they don't want it to fall back on them. Kind of like, remember Jenny Jones? I believe it was a story where there was like a gay neighbor who brought his neighbor on the show to confess that he's in love with him. And this embarrassed the straight neighbor so badly that the straight neighbor went crazy and, went crazy. Yeah. So somebody sees that maybe somebody's unwell and they could take it that far. So this could also be the practitioner too. Maybe this person thinks that this person is so insane that they're like, maybe you don't need my help. Maybe you need a, a professional. Maybe you need maybe you need to go get checked out and maybe be put in a padded room for the next 10 years. But somebody knows somebody's like off, they're too invested, right? Because there is such thing as too much, too obsessed, too invested, too much. And that's whoever this is that's refusing the service or is taking the money but not actually doing the work. That's how they feel about this person. Like there's something that's not, it's a few screws that are loose, and law enforcement will be getting involved here soon. So somebody knows that whoever this is sick and sad. But I do also pick up that there is a practitioner that does have a vendetta against you, and because they feel like you're making them look bad because none of their work works on you. So they do feel a sense of like, I got to prove that I can do this. I got to prove it. I'm going to keep going until I can, prove my point, prove what I'm doing. I got to do it. Yeah. Reading specials are $25. I offer same day readings and a $10 one question, one answer via email only. I also have 2 other channels, Missing in Action Tarot and Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. If you guys want to go over there, like, share, subscribe, and comment, that'd be super duper lovely. I do have spell work on the second page of my only website, jamiezebra23.com. Yep. So let's see. Ten of Wands, Three of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords. So somebody is being dismissed. Somebody's being told no more. Somebody's being asked to leave. Somebody's being told that they will report them just in case anything weird happens. They don't want to be involved. So there is a situation like that that will be happening. All right, guys, JamieZebra23.com. For now, love you. Long time. I do go live every night from 9 p.m. Central Time Zone to 10:30 p.m. Central Time Zone. Join me, JamieZebra23.com. To for now. Love you. Long time. Oh, yes.